How much difference is there between a Vice Pro Plus and a Titleist Pro V1? Let's do it, and let's do it now. That is the best drive potential I've hit all year. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. Guys, first things first, I hope you're all well, I hope you're all safe, I hope you're all loving playing golf at the moment just like I am. Also guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you do consider hitting that subscribe button below. If you do like this video, give us a like, and also hit those comments below what golf ball you use at the moment. So, Vice Golf versus the Pro V1. Not just any Vice Golf, the Vice Golf Pro Plus. First things first, how much do these golf balls cost? So if I wanted 60, that will be £149. I don't want 60, I'm going to go down 48, 36, 24. We'll put it at a dozen. So if I was to buy a dozen Vice golf balls, as you can see here, I can't at the moment because they're sold out, which is crazy, but I'm sure they're really happy with that. £38.28. Now you start making the savings, you can see when you go up and up in price. If you were to buy 108, that's £268.92 at £2.49 per ball. Now that's good, but you can get a dozen Titleist Pro V1s for £41.99. So that equates down to, one second, £3.49. So the Pro V1s are a little bit more expensive. Does that make them better? And you see guys, for me that's a big thing, because I know a lot of people want good golf balls but they don't want to pay expensive prices for golf balls, because we lose a lot of golf balls, and I'm with you on that. I lose a lot of golf balls and I would want the best golf ball for my buck, or the best golf ball for my money. So we're going to test the Vice golf ball today. We're going to test them with Gap Wedge, 7-iron and driver, just like we did with the Costco ball against the Pro V1. If you do want to see that video, I'll link that somewhere around here. That video did really well, and that's what spurred me on to do this video, because I know that you guys are basically wanting to see how these premium budget, cheaper premium golf balls compare to Titleist Pro V1s, to Taylormade TP5s, to Callaway Chromesofts. So if you want to see anything like that guys, get in the comments and let me know what you'd like to see. Also get in the comments and let me know if you'd like to see this test out on the golf course where it truly matters, not just crunching numbers. Right, we're going to hit a bunch of shots. We're starting with the Pro V1 Gap Wedge. And we're going to test them for feel and sound as well as performance and obviously spin. So with a Gap Wedge, you're basically wanting plenty of spin. That's gone 108 yards, which is there or thereabouts for me with a Gap Wedge. I have played Pro V1 before, so it's a number that I would sort of expect. 109, similar spin, 9,000. So really, what are you wanting from a golf ball at this level? You're wanting nice soft feel around the greens, you're wanting premium performance, but let's be fair, you're all here to see that. Are you? Maybe you are. We're not going to hit too many with wedges, because obviously consistency should be a little bit easier with a wedge, shouldn't it? Yeah, they're three exactly the same. So I'm going to go into the Vice. Where have I put the Vice? Aha! And you see now, for me, we all know what the Titleist Pro V1 is. We all know what the Titleist Pro V1 stands for. We all know that most people in their life have struck a Titleist Pro V1. I've never hit a Vice golf ball. I wouldn't lie to you there. This is honestly the first time I'll ever hit a Vice golf ball. And the Vice golf ball is a 4-piece golf ball. It consists of a cast urethane cover. It has 368 dimples. I can't believe I've not had to look down yet at that. 336 dimples. I should definitely have looked down. It has an elastic dual mantle for lower driver spin. I might as well just show it on there, hadn't I? Extra thin cast urethane cover for maximum feel and short game spin. And the characteristics here basically say it's for a lower launch, lower driver spin, extraordinary penetrating distance, excellent green grabbing technology. And it also has a newly designed KIL alignment aid, obviously to help with alignment. But how does it feel with a Gap Wedge compared to a Titleist Pro V1? We're about to find out. Oh, it's gone a yard further. A yard further with excellent spin as well. So what we're talking about basically is a pounder ball, aren't we? So every time you lose a golf ball, you lose £2.30 instead of £3.30 or whatever and whatnot. how much difference do you want to see in your ball for that extra pound per ball? Because when you're talking, if you lose a couple of golf balls a week or a month, then that pound isn't going to make all the difference to you. If you go out and you lose 3 golf balls a round and you play twice a week, you're either taking the missus out for dinner or you're not. That's the difference, isn't it? Or the husband or the partner or whatever. Definitely feels soft. It feels incredibly soft. It's actually leaving a little bit more residue on the face than the Pro V1 did. I don't feel like I'm striking this any better or any worse. I feel like it's pretty consistent. Apologies for the grass in there. That's very unprofessional, isn't it? But as we stand, pretty consistent against the Pro V1, albeit just with a gap wedge. They're 6 almost identical golf shots. Identical. So now we're going to go up to 7-iron, and I could stand here and hit loads more shots. I know you're all shouting down, that's not fair, you've only hit 6 shots. They're all exactly the same, so I'm not going to waste your time. My time's not really that valuable, but your time is. So we're now going to jump up to 7-iron, and we're going to stay, get in there. We're all going to stay Vice Pro Plus, and we're going to hit my Mizuno MP20 7-iron. Pro Plus reminds me of, well, I used to work in a factory and I used to have Pro Plus every morning because I didn't want to get up and I was very, very tired every morning. So I'd have that, a coffee, a Red Bull, and then, yeah. Interesting name, very interesting name, Pro Plus. I'm assuming they're basically going with, well, Pro's a great word for marketing and Plus just means more. So we'll call it a Pro Plus. The Vice ball does have a little kind of seam on it, as Chris would call it, a Marcel seam on there, whereas the Pro V1 doesn't have that. The Pro V1 is more of a full perfect sphere. That's obviously down to how the balls are made. First 7-iron, I'm going to call feel fairly loose, a 167. Oh, 166. Make sure I get the right one. So we're going to hit a couple more than we did with the gap wedge with the 7, then we're going to hit a load of drivers just to see the optimum distance, or the difference distance. I've hit that good. I've hit that very good. 172. Spinning at 6-1, which is a nice number for me. For me, I need to get that spin up a little bit. I always struggled as a junior for spinning it too much, and now I struggle to get a 7-iron spinning like 6,000, which is ridiculous, I know, but it was a terrible shot. Feel-wise with the mid-iron, it does feel nice and soft. I can't complain with the feel at all. Feels, well, premium, which for the price point is a very, very, it needs to feel good, doesn't it? If people are going to game these instead of Pro V1s, instead of Chromesoft, instead of TP5, it needs to feel good. I thought that might focus earlier. There we go. Feel good. Get it in there for you now. Lovely. I'm really enjoying this actually. I could, if someone said, James, you have to use this golf ball or you'll never play golf again, I don't feel like it'd really bother me too much, to be honest. Right, come on, one more 7. 171. I think, you know what? These are all right, these. First, I've never hit one. Let's try Pro V1 now. Pro V1 7-iron, I've hit plenty of these in my time. And I've also lost plenty of these in my time. And I've found plenty of these in my time. These are both brand new, by the way, I should say. So there's nothing going on there. 165 opener. Spinning less, spinning at 5.6, which is an interesting logic. I'm going to put that one out of the way so I don't pick the wrong one. I do apologise if you feel like I'm not giving the Pro V1 enough kind of attention, I'm not talking about it enough, but we all know what it is doing. We all know who plays it, we all know it's been the best ball for years and years and years, or has it? Oh, that's good. That is good. Because you see, my argument there is, has it been the best ball or has it just been the best marketed ball? Yeah. Swinging good today, not missing many. There we go. Swinging good today, missed the net. I'm going to leave that one in, we'll take it out for the averages, but why not? We've all been there. Swinging good today. Excellent. Better. Right, 2 more because we had that absolute abomination of a golf swing. Then we'll look at Big Dog, which is, I'm assuming, what you've all come for. That's magical. I don't think I've had a Pro V1 spin over 6 though. And that would be, to be honest, if I was getting a tiny bit more spin, I would consider using it, because obviously I'm going to hold the flight more, control it a touch more. See, again, that's massive, but it's spinning at 5.5. Right, we're going to stick with the Pro V1 and we're going to go driver. Let's see what happens. Right, Big Dog. Come on, we're going to hit 5 or 6 here of each. If I can get it on the mat, there we go. Not the ball's fault that, by the way, I couldn't get it on there. Now, I've had a warm-up and I actually hit driver really well in the warm-up, so I'm looking forward to this. I always enjoy hitting driver well on video, so you guys actually think I'm good, but... Look at that, nice big high draw, 276. We know that around 275 for me is a good number. That was a little bit toey actually, but 2.5 spin, happy with that. And what I'll do here is I'll hit 2, 2, 2, 2. Just to, I know people like to see a fair test as possible. Should probably done that with the others, but I totally forgot. Just got to be honest, haven't you? Not it that good, that's left, but it's so far. 280 carry. Full left! Oh, it's hitting, I heard it. Oh, horrible. Spinning at less than 2, which is always going to, Vice driver. This is what I've really been looking for, hitting my first Vice golf ball with a Big Dog. Looking down at it, I think the hieroglyphics, I keep calling these, the logoing on them does look really cool. Could definitely use that, get used to it. It's a terrible start, it's left again. Long way again though. Come on, calm down, calm down. See, that one was left, similar shot, but spun still over 2. Oh, that's good. That's nailed. Spinning at 3 as well, so I'm getting more spin with the Vice, definitely. I mean, it's got you shout for me if you want. I thought that was going to be okay when I hit it, but anyway, back to the Pro V1. Pro V1. So what I'm thinking here now is just keep it in play. I've had my fun with those. Let's just keep it in play with the Pro V1. I think I already know what's happening here, and I like it. I do like it. Not only because it's saving money, and we're from Yorkshire. How good is that? That is the best drive potential I've hit all year. That's with the Pro V1, by the way. I don't think I was even in shot there. That's a shame, I can't. For once I wish I was shorter. Right, that was amazing. I really enjoyed that. Obviously nothing to do with the ball, more to do with the swing. It's better, isn't it? Can really get in there now. Come on, another one. That's another one. That, have I discovered something there? I feel like I'm opening it a bit there, and then, oh yeah, 283 carry. 2.9 spin, which again, it's, some say that's high, some say optimum's 2.8, some say just hit it. It's funny, isn't it? Right, let's go same swings with Vice. I can't even Vice baby joke yet, but I'd probably leave that to Big Al because he sings, but well, he sings. Right, come on, same swing. A little bit high off the face. It's not bad, is it? Spinning high again. Expected that to spin lower with it being so high off the face. I mean, it's one you take off the first tee all day. Come on, knuckleball. Right, we're going to finish up with the Vice, with the driver, then we're going to hit some more Pro V1s, then we're going to compare everything. I feel like the Vice felt really nice and soft with the iron, soft with the wedge, but with the driver it feels a little bit firmer and it's spinning a little bit more, which I don't particularly mind, but I do want to just get that one where you know what I mean, where I just absolutely nail it. Like that. No. That felt good, you know. I'm disappointed in the ball there. I don't feel like that was a bad strike at all. Again, good. And again, it's just not. I know this is like beyond the realms of a fair test, but I just feel like it needs to give me one. It needs to give me one. Got to be. No. No. One more. No, you're just being daft now. I can't get it. Can't get it with Vice. I will take that last Vice one out. That was silly. That's gone like 220. But we'll go a couple more with Pro V1. And then, exactly what you've come to see. How much difference is there? See, again, that's just like, it's 280 as well. And that can't be it can't be me, can it? Because it felt the same. It felt the same, and it's gone like 6 yards further. Sounded like deeper as well, like, I don't know, it felt like the ball spent longer on the face. Could be more scientific than that, couldn't it? But I don't want to be, because I'll probably be wrong. It's another one. It's another one at 280. I'm going to show you these, and I can't believe them. I thought this would be different. Did. Let's take a look at the numbers. So guys, as always, we'll start with dispersion. Now the ball, I'm sure, has nothing to do with the dispersion, but we'll look at it because that's actually very good for a Pro V1 Gap Wedge. I've not pulled any and I've not shanked any, so quite happy with that. What about Vice Pro Plus Gap Wedge? Again, pretty good. We're not going to spend too long on these because with balls I never see the point. Vice Pro Plus 7 iron, yeah, not terrible. Pro V1 7 iron, yeah, not terrible. That's the one where I said, yeah, I'm swinging really good today, yeah, feeling it. Shank, 4 right. With driver, now driver's where it got interesting, because there was like one bad one really with Pro V1, that's just a bad swing, that went a long way. They've all gone a long way today with Pro V1 actually. Looking at Vice driver, now I don't know what's changed there, like it doesn't feel, I'm going to take that last one out just like the shank because that was like a top. Yeah, I don't know if I feel like I've tried to do anything different. Subconsciously I don't think I have, so let's take a look at how they've performed. Now performance wise, make of this what you will, I honestly felt like I hit the drivers good. I felt like I hit both the drivers good. The ones with the Vive. The ones with the Vive Pro Plus ball, they just wouldn't get out there for me. I don't know what it is. There was a constant 6 yards, and as you can see there, it's like a 7 yard difference. 7 irons very similar in distance. Gap wedges very similar in distance. Spin rates. So the Pro V1 spun at 2.7 on average. The Vice spun at 2.834 on average. You can see there that I've had more club head speed. You can see there that the club head speed actually on the Pro V1 was down, yet ball speed was up. I'm sorry for jigging you all around there. This is terrible, I know. Spin on the 7 iron, less on the Pro V1, more on the Vice. And again, less on the Pro V1 and more on the Vice, barely with the gap wedges. So for me, what story does this tell? Actually, I think it tells the age-old story of you do get what you pay for. With the gap wedge, with the 7 iron, with all the kind of irons, I think you're going to get a pretty good ball. I think for me, I would get a golf ball that spins more than a Pro V1, so I would consider playing it for that reason. I do like having that little bit more spin, seeing the ball maybe in flight, spinning a little bit more. With driver, I could not get the Vice to go as far as the Pro V1. I couldn't do it. So it would be really interesting to do this out on the golf course, see if those 6 yards or 7 yards do make all the difference. I imagine it may do. I imagine it's going to depend on what bounce you get on what day. It's going to depend on the weather conditions. With the Vice spin a little bit more, is that going to be affected in wind, in different weather? It's a good ball. It's a good ball. It's performed okay. If I went out and played with that today, I'm sure I wouldn't tell you a massive difference. In here, apart from the driver, I haven't seen a massive difference, but it worries me and it affects me that I couldn't get it out there even with a great swing. Should we give it one more chance and really things up? Come on. A bit that good. It's not there. It's not there. So guys, apart from that, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, make sure you do hit that like button below. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Comment below, what golf balls are you using? Would you use Vice balls? Do you use Vice balls? Oh, I've hit a lot of balls there. I'm gonna have to lie down. Apart from that, see you tomorrow. Bye.